What's going on, people? Welcome to one more watch, please. In this channel, I do watch unboxing, watch reviews, and I also talk to watch enthusiasts, watch collectors, and watchmakers on several different watch-related topics. So if you are someone who's passionate about watches, then make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn the notification bell on, so every time I post a new video, you will be the first one to get notified. In this video, I'm going to talk to Francisco, who's from Germany, and he is a watch enthusiast and a collector, and he'll be talking through his top 3 favorite watches in his own collection. So without further ado, let's dive into the conversation with Francisco. So hey Francisco, welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
Oh, dude, it was a busy day, but all good, all good. I'm fine, can't complain. Finally chilling, so everything's happy. How about you?
Yeah, I had a pretty busy day at work. Plus, in my free time, I managed to release a video today, so quite happy about it. Had a quite productive day.
I need to watch it. I need to watch it as soon as we're done with the podcast, that I can enjoy my night out after working. I'll get to it right away.
Cool. And for those who are watching this video, Francisco has a YouTube channel as well. I'll post a link in the description, so make sure you check it out.
Especially if you like Microbrands or something that's a little bit not so common. Yeah, give it a look. Give it a look.
Yeah, I think Microbrands are really interesting. I'm starting to really get into Microbrands now. You get a lot for your money, and I think the design and everything is quite impressive, as well as some of the Microbrands even do Swiss movements, which is quite impressive.
For sure. Actually, now that you mention it, I realized that the watches that I have here to show you are all Microbrands. I mean, I've had like the big brands also, but yeah, I'll get into that a little bit later.
Great, I'm excited. So why don't we start by telling the viewers something about your background, about your collection, and how did you get into watch collecting?
Sure. I mean, to me, I guess that the most important thing to say is that, I'm Francisco, I'm 37 years old, and I've been living in a couple of different countries and different cities throughout the years. So I've had a little bit of that international thing going around, which has definitely played a part when it comes to my watch collection, because I always ended up looking at something different from different countries. But I would say that I got interested in watches ever since I was a young teenager, because my grandfather had watches, like not crazy. He just had watches, and just one day I just took one from him, which is actually the watch that I always feature in the background in my videos, and it's actually this one. I can't say that, it's not one of the ones that I'm going to show you. It's just a normal Orient vintage from like the 70s. And obviously, it's just my favorite watch, hands down, the one that I'm never going to get rid of. But that's how it started. When I was young, I took this one to school. I was like 14, 15. All the other kids like didn't have any watches at all. And that's just, oh yeah, cool. It took me like years to figure out that it was an automatic movement, and that it just, it would wind every time that I use it, and otherwise no. Because a couple of times I just put it down for a couple of days, and I was like, it stopped. It must be broken because it's old. Whatever, it's so cool. And just, it started moving again. Cool. And then I just started using it. So that was the first contact with watches. And then, for a long period of time, I was into it, but I wasn't really, I'm not going to say that I was broke, but I didn't really have money to get into watches. So like getting an Orient was like, I really need to think about this, looking for the best deal. And then I just got an Orient Ray, and then I got back into watches again. And that just started evolving, it's the rabbit hole. First you get that one, then you think, maybe a different one. And maybe I need a dress piece, and maybe I need a watch box. And it goes and it goes and it goes. And that's where we are right now.
Yeah, funny that you say that about how your watch collecting journey started, because my story is quite similar. But it started with one of my dad's watch. He had a Seiko 5 with an automatic movement. and I was as a kid, I used to play with it, and it always used to amuse me that, oh, it just stopped working, and then you shake the watch and it starts working, and then my dad sat down and he explained me how an automatic movement works.
Oh, you got that on me. My grandfather
Yeah,
never explained to me, but yeah, similar.
yeah, but I'm really gutted that I've misplaced that watch somewhere when I moved
Oh,
from India, but hopefully it's still at my parents' house, and I'll hopefully be able to find it soon.
well, I hope so, man. Like, fingers crossed.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
your dad's he's still around, right?
yeah. He's still around. Yeah,
Okay, so yeah, that's the thing. Like, my grandfather passed away, so that's, yeah, even more things tying me to this watch. So,
yeah,
I mean, like, that was the thing. And right now I'm sitting pretty at, yeah, 10 watches or fewer, because that's like my hard limit. So yeah, that's how I got started. That's how the watch world got into me.
yeah. I think for me, it's not the number; it's the story that's attached to each watch.
Hmm.
Like for me, it's never about I want to have cases and cases full of watches.
No.
I'm getting a lot of watches now to review on my channel, but my main collection that I'm sort of buying for myself, I make sure that it marks a milestone, or that's some sort of story attached to it.
Yeah, it's definitely a great philosophy to have when it comes to watches. Like, not collecting for collecting, but to really have, yeah, a connection. That's great. That's cool.
Yeah, because I think one can easily be converted into a collector as opposed to an enthusiast who really cares about the watch, the story behind it, rather than
Hmm.
just having a watch in our case where that doesn't even get a wrist time.
I mean, I think that there's like three different degrees. Like, you have the watch enthusiast, you have the watch collector, and then you have the watch hoarder, which is, yeah, that
Yeah,
type of guy that has, like, I mean, all good. If you enjoy your watches and you want to have 500, more power to you. But that's what I would recommend, and definitely not what I have for myself.
yeah, cool. Right. So without further ado, let's dive into your watch number one. I'm quite excited about it.
Well, watch number one. Let's start in no particular order with this one. This is a Selten, series 00.00, and this is a microbrand. It's actually the youngest microbrand that I'm going to show you right now. And it's nothing particularly fancy when we're talking about the movement. It's just a regular Miyota. And it's actually from a dude called Leonardo Tsai, who was into finances for a long time, but his family has some background in watchmaking, and he always wanted to have his brand for the family. So he decided to, yeah, after years and years, jump out of finances and open his micro brand. He did it via Kickstarter, and
Hmm.
he had like a lot of success on this one. Like, I don't know if it was like 700% of the funding, or maybe even like, I don't know, 1000%, but crazy, really, really good campaign for him. And it's easier to see why. Like, I mean, the design is really cool. It's also the fact that the dial on this one is made of meteorite, which is
Hmm.
also something that I've always been into. The first one that I saw with that was a Rolex Daytona Cosmograph. And I mean, I saw it in an album magazine, and I thought, oh man, that's the coolest thing ever. So I always had like the idea of having a meteorite watch in my collection, and then this one appeared. I had some meteorite before, but this one is just a different thing. It's a little chunky, like you can see that it's thick, 13 millimeters, but the design is very classy. And the thing that I like about the dial and the meteorite, there's also a story on it. And this meteorite is the Mona Lisa meteorite. Everybody uses this nowadays, Rolex even, and pretty much every micro brand. But the cool thing about that meteorite is that is, if I'm not mistaken, okay, it fell in Sweden like 1 million years ago, but the meteorite itself has been around, roaming around the galaxy since before Earth was a planet. So it's literally a little chunk of space rock older than the
Yeah.
Earth. So that's just so cool for me, you know. And then you have like the little blued hands, the little day night indicator. Is actually not a moon phase. A lot of people think that custom rotor in the back. This is the first one. Really cool watch. Really like it. Maybe I like it a little bit more on the strap than on the bracelet, but now it's summer, so bracelet is the way to go. I actually have a review of this one on my channel. The first review that I made is probably my worst review because I didn't have experience, but that's the first one, the Selten.
Yeah, for anyone watching, I'll post a link to that review in the description, so make sure you check it out.
Mm-hmm. Also, if you ever get a chance to jump on one of these ones, it is a limited edition. Like in total, it's going to be like 1,000 pieces for a Microbrand. That's a lot. So I'm not going to say that you're going to struggle a lot otherwise, but yeah, if you get the chance, I would say take the plunge. Really like that watch.
Sure, I'll surely check it out. I really like the dial, especially the meteorite and the effect that it has on the dial.
Dude, it's really cool. Like I really mean it. If you're also a little bit geeky about space things, yeah, who doesn't want a piece of space? I mean, yeah, just me. But that's watch number one. You want me to jump to watch number two?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so another microbrand. This one is probably one of the most famous microbrands, Zelos from Singapore. 10 years old is the brand. Actually, they're releasing their anniversary piece right now. And this one, it's a very special one as well. Like, I'm a sucker for weird dials. And I've always been a sucker for Flieger watches, for pilot watches. The first time that I heard about Zelos, it was when they were jumping the collection, like the first watch that they had, which was the Helmsman. And I thought that it was very cool, that I didn't have money for it. Then I saw another one, which was this one, but in the first iteration, like this is the version number 2, and the first one had an edition which was made out of bronze in the case and with a meteorite dial. I also thought that that was one of the coolest things that I ever seen. But then they came out with this one, with version number 2, made of titanium, Swiss movement, by the way. But yeah, a custom rotor there. No, this is not a rotor. I forgot the name of that thingy there, shaped like a turbine.
Yeah, I think it's called a micro rotor.
No, it's not a micro rotor because this is a hand-blown movement. Like this one doesn't have like a rotor. You need to wind it up every time. Swiss movement as well with the custom PVD coating there. And the thing that really makes this one cool is that the dial is made from a piece of a wing of a Supermarine Spitfire, that famous British plane from World War II. So again, also a very, very cool watch. It has a story there. This one is a rare bird to find. Like there's only 50 of them made, and I actually had to track it down in Singapore. Got in touch with the guy. We couldn't make a payment work. I had to send them crypto. It was a whole thing. But I've been lusting after this one since a lot. And I'm not really sure if you can pick up the details in the camera. For whatever reason, my camera is not picking it up there. But like you can see there, like all the little micro scratches and all the little battle scars, let's say, of the plane.
I think the camera is not doing the justice to the dial, but I'll definitely attach a picture and link when I do the editing. So
or attach a link to my YouTube review of this one because I also have a review of this one. Again, love this watch. So cool, such a cool watch. And weirdly enough, a couple of times I've thought about, you know what, it's time to let it go. But then I always chicken out. At the end, I will say, no way, I'm keeping this one. I'll just think about it for a couple of days, and then I always, chicken out of it.
Yeah, when you do want to let it go, let me know, and I'll have it.
Okay, I'll keep you posted. Like, I know that this one could go very fast because, it's a very special piece. Nevertheless, I got lucky. I love it. I enjoy it every time that I put it on. I think this is just the coolest watch in my collection, hands down. and I still believe so. So yeah,
Yeah, and
nevertheless.
I think Zelos do some cool diver watches as well.
Cetus does a lot of cool things. Like you need to like designs a little bit out there, but definitely a very special microbrand with their own design language. And the customer service is out of this world. Like the founder is so cool, so nice. The team always replies. They always come through with any weird things that, yeah, can only recommend. But yeah, and then watch number three, and this is right now my favorite because it's the newest, is Formex, which is another micro brand. And the thing about this one is that this is the special edition Ice and Kiesel, which means that the dial is made from a special mineral. It's some sort of quartz. I don't know the geological details, but it's a very fragile thing. It's very hard to get, and it's just a very special looking dial. This one is also another one that Rolex, for example, is the only other watch brand that I know that does dials with, ice and Kiesel, but like their watch is like 50K, and that's maybe a little rough. But again, also Swiss movement, Selita SW200. The design is just very reminiscent, maybe, of the Aquaterra, the Omega Aquaterra, which I really like. But the thing that I picked up the other day was that in reality, I like this one so much because it reminds me of my grandfather's watch. So it's like a modern version of it. Love it. Cool bracelet, very adjustable. It has something that you don't normally see, which is a micro adjustment on a butterfly clasp, which is also very cool for
Yeah.
summer. It gives you like a little bit extra. Also a very cool piece. And something that I've never seen before. The case has a suspension system.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's a super ridiculous thing, but it's the coolest because, yeah, my watch has a suspension system. Technically, it's, yeah, for shock protection and whatever. No idea. It's just a cool watch.
Yeah, I don't think
And
I've
this
seen that before in a watch. That's quite cool.
It is. It is. I mean, I do feel that it's a little bit over engineered, but it's cool nevertheless. And this one is also rare in the sense that it began as a special collection for a watch club in Atlanta, in the US, that only those people could have one of them. But Formex, yeah, by popular demand, is releasing a small batch of them to the public. The catch here is that you can't buy it online. You need to go to a watch fair or you need to go to their offices in Switzerland to get one of them. So that's the other thing that makes this one special. And yeah, that's watch number three of my favorite ones right now. I mean, all of my watches are my favorite ones, but these ones are the top three right now.
Yeah, I think those are some incredible timepieces you've got in your collection. So yeah,
Yeah, thanks.
thanks for showing it to the viewers. So I think all the watch enthusiasts and collectors, they all have a wish list.
Mhm.
So if you want to tell us something about your wish list, what does your collection look like in the next few years?
It's hard to say because I buy and sell so many watches. Like slowly but surely, I'm just getting keepers in the box. Like I began with, okay, one keeper. Now I have three keepers, maybe four or five. So we will see. I have two watches coming in from another, two Microbrands. One of them is a moon face with black mother of pearl and aventurine that looks crazy. It's the Lorsum LS04. I'll just share you. I'll send you some pics or something when I get it. Should be arriving in like September or October. Another one called Martin Design Caturix, which is a regulator. Another very cool piece from what you see, but I've never had it on my hands yet. So those two are coming. Afterwards, I don't know. I do know that I have some that I would love to have. Like I would love to have a JLC Reverso. That's always been on the wish list, but maybe I'll just stick with micro brands before going again to big brands. The ones that I do know that I have like in the list that I want to get is the JLC Reverso because it's the classiest watch I've ever seen. Maybe also from the big brands, I would like to have an Omega Speedmaster as everybody else. But those are the only two that I can think of. Okay, I want to have them when I turn 40. Maybe I just splurge in one of them. For the rest, yeah, time will tell.
Yeah, I'm turning 40 next year, so I'm deciding which one I want to get for my birthday.
Do you have a short
But
list?
I think I really want the Seamaster.
Yeah, that's also a classic.
The
But I've realized
Seamaster 300.
yeah, it's just you can't go wrong with that one. But that's the thing. I realized that I'm not so much into divers. Like right now, I have like only two divers in the box, and one of them is maybe going soon.
Yeah, I think I'm not generally fan of divers, but I think that's the only diver watch I would have in my collection. But like you said, I'm more attracted towards the quirky, weird dials that no one else likes.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. You need to do a video with your collection at one point.
Yeah, I will. My collection is not there yet. I'm building it up from the ground. So once I have some decent watches, then I'll surely do a video. Maybe we can do a collab on your channel.
Sure, that sounds cool. Let's do that.
Yeah, cool. But yeah, thanks for sharing about your sort of future collection. And I think the last question I have is, if someone is starting out with a watch collecting journey, what is the one tip or advice you would give them based on your experience?
In the real world, nobody cares about your watch. So buy what you like, keep what you love, and let go of the rest. Like, don't get a watch just to impress somebody, because yeah, people are really not going to care, or the ones that care, if they care because it's that watch, they care for the wrong reasons, and the people that really are into watches are just going to like whatever watch you have, as long as it's a cool watch, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think that's definitely one of the messages I want to send to this channel, that A, you don't have to break your bank to be a watch collector or watch enthusiast.
No, not at all.
And B, you don't have to buy to show off. You buy what you like.
Of course, that's definitely true. And also another thing is that if you really want to get into watches, like, don't be scared of getting things secondhand, because otherwise it's a money pit. Like, you can lose so much, or not lose, but you can spend so much money on watches.
Yeah, I think that's a really good piece of advice, because if people can buy secondhand cars, secondhand houses and stuff like that, why not
Secondhand
watches?
sneakers, you know, like people buy second everything.
And if you buy it from a right person who actually looks after the watches and collection, then you can't go wrong with that.
No, not at all. And you make the watch your own for sure. But also it allows you the chance to connect with people. Like, I've met so many cool people through the watch hobby, like you included, that I can only recommend it. Can only recommend it for everyone.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully we should gather a few people from the watch group and attend the Watches and Wonders next year.
That would be awesome. Awesome. We'll see if that can happen.
Yeah, we should put it out there. Whoever wants to join, they can join.
Why not? Yeah, maybe then we just launch our own Microbrand. Who knows?
Yeah. Cool. Right. So thanks for your time today. It's been really lovely chatting with you and learning more about your watches and collection and your wish list. We hope that you get your new watches soon, and can't wait to get a picture from you.
I'll let you know. Thanks for the invitation. I really enjoyed it.
Cool. Thank you.
Yes, I get. Take care. See you next time.
You too. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate your love and support to the channel. Please do the usual things like share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.